Hey everyone, this is Robert. I am with Katie Custom Truck Solutions, and this is the Goblin. Well, this is the donor car for the Goblin V2. We got chassis number 22, and this is the 2021 Volkswagen Golf GTI. This is the one we picked up on Copart. Right here, we've already got it stripped down to what we need as of now so far. That Goblin's not going to ship out probably until early next year. But this is what I did here. Already got the engine already taken out. This car was in a front end collision. It was just the hood and the bumper that got damaged. This is a 6-speed. Okay, so pretty much this is going to be the first episode of the build. Probably make this into a series depending on whether or not what I record. But it was pretty easy to take this engine apart. Well, take it off. These are just pretty basic couple hand tools. Easiest fucking pull out I've ever done. So pretty much to take off this engine, what you need to do, well, apart from taking out all the wiring, you can leave most of the wiring that goes to the sensors and all that stuff and just unplug it from the main over here. Fuel lines are still on. So it's just the 3 transmission bolts right here that hold the transmission. The axle unbolts super easy. The easiest way to get to this, I didn't have the Torx bit for it. I used, I think it was a 5/16. Yeah, 5/16 Allen. It fits into those bolts. And the easiest way to take off that axle, leave the brake rotor on, and you just spin pretty much. Spin, pop it out. Spin, pop it out. I did have to, well, at least with my impact, I didn't have the right tool, but you get the gist. So for the engine side, a couple things you have to remove. This is one of the motor mount brackets. At first I undid these 2, and everything came loose, but it still wasn't pulling out. So I just took out the whole bracket just to make it easy. Disconnect the AC lines, the turbo downpipe. Okay, pretty much, I thought it was just one. It's 2. So 2 bolts, well, 2 nuts that hold it on each side. This is one of the other mounts. All the connectors, fuel lines going to the engine. What else? Power steering there, watch out for that one. The brake, the clutch cables are pretty easy to detach. Just pull this collet all the way back, and it'll just really easy to pull out. Do that. What else? The starter ground, that one right there. You got to remove that one. Starter ground, you can slide the cables off to the back. I put this one on just so I can remember which is which. And then you have 2 coolant lines for the heater, for your heater, that go on the back. The downpipe, take off the clamp right here at the turbo. What else? And that's about it. The oil level sensor, and then just this one is I don't know what that is, but this one goes right here. I'll look it up later. So right here, then it hooks on right here. You pull that one out. Your pyro, the 2 coolant to your heater goes here. And once you get that on, these are the hook points. Behind this plastic is metal. This side is also metal. And I just used one of these C-clips with the hoist. Then a few things I got to do now too. The door comes off super easy. It has the connector right here. Pop the cap off up here. You just pull it up, and that slides right out. And you got the 2 bolts right here. That goes straight on the door. Door comes out. The car did start, and then it shut off on me. I think the safety feature was enabled or something, but I did hear it run. Wheels that came in. I just got to jack the car up by the back, and I'll probably put it on some dollies just to wheel it around. And we're gonna give it a cleanup, see what, do whatever we got to do now, and then when we get that chassis in, we can start building right away. I already changed the oil pan. It did have a cracked oil pan. Changed that one, super easy. It's a pretty simple engine for the build. So yeah, this will probably conclude episode 1. not much left to do. Oh, and then for this car also, if anybody wants to buy any parts, headlights, stuff like that, I think the low pressure fuel pump is under these seats. It should just pop right out. For the seats, the back one, you will have to raise the seat if you have that feature. You raise the seat. I use the same 5/16 Allen. Slide the seat forward, you get the gist. And that's about it. Fortunately, since this car wasn't a front end collision, I didn't have to drain the Freon or nothing. The condenser was already busted. So hopefully now, whenever we get all the parts in, we might not have to reuse the radiator. I'm not sure yet. But yeah, for anybody who's looking to take on this build, I thought it was going to be overwhelming. I tune 18-wheelers. So this is not really my first project car, because I've rebuilt a few off Copart, a few bikes and all that stuff too. And this was probably one of the easier ones to take out the engine.